Push it, dry shit, bland shit, make something. People watch anything. I wouldn't talk down on WWE, but initially when we were watching WWE, in the beginning, when we were kids, we actually thought it wasn't staged. And then we watched that for a long time. And then we got into the season where we started arguing. Some persons saw what they saw, and the argument started about whether the WWE was staged or not. And then I think at one point when I was a young person, I read the document. I read Wikipedia and I saw clearly that it was staged. And every time I look at that, I see every aspect of it that is staged, you know. And it's all a joke to me right now. Whenever it's a complete joke to me when I look at it anytime in recent years, you know. But not to take anything away from the fact, from the entertaining aspect of it and the work the people who set it up are putting. But I'm saying that to say that a lot of the people who watch WWE who enjoy it know it's staged. And they're watching a staged fight. A fight you know who would win before you start watching it. And they still watch it regardless. You see, so this one goes out to everybody who's trying to create something. Create what you have been instructed to create. I like to assume that whoever is creating is creative. So from a creative standpoint, um, is a set of instructions you get in your mind. It's like a download that comes, and then you start using your mind of reasoning to take it into pieces, forgetting that a lot of your reasoning was built from projections people made on you, was built from a lot of the external things you've consumed from your five senses. So you now subject something golden, you know, something that's come from God Himself into your human spirit, subject it to scrutiny by public opinion. And all this is happening in your quiet mind. Nobody's been talking to you at this point. Nobody even knows you're thinking about the things you're thinking about. But you're tearing your idea apart already. You're telling yourself this is not cool because you're comparing to something that's already existing. And everything that ever existed, everything that ever, all of it. Imagine what if you go and read the story of Uber. You read the story of Uber. That idea came from a movie. That's what the guy got the idea from Uber. I don't know what, I think it was a James Bond movie where he stepped out of a restaurant and clicked something on his phone. And remember, most of these movies, the sci-fi, just the imagination of the creator that creates those movies. And then somebody got an idea from another person's imagination, something that does not exist. Just imagine that James Bond stepped out of a restaurant, I think, and he clicked something on his phone and a cab pulled up in front of him. And that was how that idea was born. And it's, you know what the words is in dollars, in the billions, and all the businesses that have come from it, Lyft, Bolt, and all the rest. So make shit, make something, make it, create it. If it's a book, write it. Forget about being the best writer or the worst writer. There's nobody to mark that script. You're out of high school, you're out of secondary school, you're out of wherever it is. They subject you to checking what you do to check. You're out of all that. If you're not out of that, don't worry. If you're still in school and listen to what I'm saying, in the real world, nobody marks your script. The market decides. Even when the market thinks your product is bad, if you can't make a product for everybody, you can't. There's no way to objectively do it. Everybody has different tastes. You know, if let's assume your product be consumed by let's say 200 persons, as small as 200 persons. If you bring 200 persons together in a room, you can't bring them together in a room. First of all, so that's going to be almost an impossible task. You bring them together in an auditorium, for example, and then you try to make something that every one of them will like. You're going to burn yourself out. You see how different people's tastes and preferences are, and you want to reflect all that difference in the product. Product will look very bad. So the best way to make a product is to make a product you agree with. That's it. If the product is good by your own standards and by your own taste, let it go, release it. And then be careful too. Your standards and your taste, most of it also has been colored by people's perception, people's judgments, people projecting on you. So be careful as well. When you start getting too critical, when you start over planning it, I think it's time to let it go also. Yes. Launch the product. If there's anything to edit, edit after you launch. That's what the updates are for. Even people who write books, they say second edition, third edition. That's editing. You're literally editing the work again. So make something every day. Make 10 things every day. Make 30 things every day. Make something. I was listening to Virgin Atlantic. What's his name? Richard Branson, I think. Somebody was asking him 2025, if you want to make a product or you want to start a business, what will be the best? Something, a question around those borders. And the man said, if I were anybody now, this year, I will not be in a hurry to make any products. I would rather pay attention to challenges and then try to solve it and then sell the solution. You see, so rather than try to make a product, you know, he's saying he will try to solve a problem. And the key word is try to. You may end up not solving it. You may end up not designing the perfect solution. But when you think in that manner, look at how many problems are around us everywhere. See how much it is. See how many products there are to be made still. So it's enough space for everybody. It's enough space for the creative. But let things go. Let things go. Create that video. Write that book. Make that product. Launch it. Launch it. Do it. This is your sign. Let it go. Let it go. People watch anything. Start it. You can color it, clean it up with time as you go. But right now, launch it. People are watching WWE, staged fight every day, and they're making billions of dollars. Who would imagine that such a sport will make billions in dollars? Every sport, is not every sport, every form of sport, that's the only one that is the outlier and it's making billions if it's not making more than others. Every sport, everybody, people come there, they don't know who will win, the suspense, the stories before the build up, all that. That's the opposite of WWE. Everybody who comes there knows the stage. Everybody, the wrestlers, the people who are participating knows who will win. The owners know everything. No, yet billions of viewers from all around the world. And that came from it was a man's idea, one man's idea. I think it's a family business as well. You see, so make that product, release it. Don't overthink it. What your thought is doing is the people in your head, all the people we've allowed to talk words into your head. It's those mind frames they formed. That's what's critiquing the product. It's not, don't mind what you're thinking. Don't mind. It's like saying don't mind yourself. Don't mind yourself. Release it. Release the product. Let it go. People watch it. People will use it. Release it. And then release another one tomorrow. And then release. Just let it go. Keep letting it go. Let's see your contribution. Be alive. One of the first times. Let it go. Let it go. You're better than working a job where you're moving chairs around, driving a truck from this point to the other point. That's not all you're here to do. Those ideas are coming into your head. Those are your contribution to the world. Let them go. Let them flop. Then let another one go. Then let it flop. Then let another one go. Let another one go. Let another one go. Then we can improve as we go. You can clean it up as you go. You can now nurture it. You can, this page is that I have videos on this page that have 0 views. I think I have about 4 of them. 0 views. What it means, nobody has watched that video. And then I saw a video today by Mr. Beast. A video he scheduled to upload. He scheduled it. It was 4th of October 2015. He scheduled it and said this video will upload in 10 years. Hopefully. He had 8,000 subscribers when he was uploaded. He was like, he hopes that by the time this video drops, he will be having at least 1 million subscribers. I now said, if by any chance I don't have 1 million subscribers by when this video drops, I failed. I said some things, That video has about 5 million views now. It was dropped like 3 hours ago. Shadow details from 10 years ago. And that man has 400 million subscribers. And it's not, those are vanity metrics, so 400 million, 100 million views, all those things are not vanity metrics. But the fact that somebody um had a dream, you know, you could see the process. It's not going to be, it's not that all you have here is 100 subscribers. All we have. It's difficult to build subscribers. People, more so now, where people can get content without having to subscribe. Those years, you have to subscribe to see the content. You had to subscribe. These days, you don't have to subscribe. If you like something to come to you, it's difficult to build subscribers. Somebody has 400 million of them. So it's something, it's quite a task. It's quite a task. And look at how much he has done 400 million times more. That's it, 400 million. We say 400 of a million. That's 400 times. Yes, he has done 400 times of what you see. So let's go. Let's launch. Well, what's the idea? Launch it. Iron sharpens iron. Come back here every day to sharpen your iron. Get a friend who is always talking about growing, who has good energy, who will not talk, who is not negative. There are people who are cynics and critics. You don't want to subject a new idea to critics. We can bring in the critics have their role too, but not too early. Don't bring them in too early. Let them come later. Let them come later. We have taproot, they can come. Now we're in embryo phase. No, we cannot afford. They will kill the thing completely. So we cannot afford them right now. You get what I'm saying? So please, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's launch. Let's launch. Let's launch. Let's launch. Everybody who's listening, launch that products. Release that book. You've been writing it. Release it. If it is not complete, who told you how many pages? I mean, who even who wrote the law of how many pages a book will have to have? Who even told you a book should be arranged in chapters? Who told you? Everybody's copying everybody. Who told you must have page numbers on a book? Who told you the book has to start from beginning? You get release the thing. Don't know what revolution you're starting. Don't know what new movement you're starting. Release it. Let it go. Yes. Everybody's guessing as they're going. Nobody has all the answers. You can't be critical. What are you critic? Don't critique anything. Release. Let it go. Let it go. It's a product you're making. Something you want to do it. Do it. This is your sign. You see now this video will have like 3 views. If you're the second person that watched or the first or the third, you see, not everybody saw this video. The video came and found you for whatever reason. So take it as a sign. Do something about it. Release the product. Make that video, post it.